Hello again. Welcome back to the Daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It is March 10th, 2023. It's another daily today. Oh boy. It's a keeper daily. It's a keeper. Oh. Wow, we're already like almost the middle of March already? How about that? I haven't been doing some GTA videos, if you guys probably noticed that I haven't posted anything yet. I got a pretty big backlog I gotta do first with Isaac. Isaacs? Yeah. Isaacs? Yes. So I need to do that first, because I've got stuff coming up next week. Not this weekend, come to find out, next weekend. And I keep thinking today's like Saturday, but I have to remind myself, no, it's Friday. I don't know, it just feels like it's a Saturday for some reason. It'll be Saturday in a couple hours, technically, but like, yeah. I've been kind of tired today, too. Like, I had pretty good sleep last night. I went to bed earlier than usual. But I took a cold shower, and normally that would like not bother me, but apparently it did yesterday. Not yesterday, today. I'm still kind of tired too. I don't know. I took a cold shower and stuff, so it doesn't. All right, there's just nothing there. Fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to risk it here. If we can get like Steam sale, that's gonna be pretty nice for the future. Yeah, so I was kind of napping a little bit earlier today. Ate some food and stuff. Got that all kind of squared away for now. I gotta do some lifting tonight too, so it's gonna be a fairly late night for me. Yeah. These things take time, I know that. All this backlogs and whatever. Alright. Oh, we got enough. Just barely had enough there. See, if that was a health down, I would have been screaming. Screaming for mercy. Oh. It's fine. This boss is not terrible. Especially if we can get him to land on our ball chain. There we go. Cracker Jack doesn't do anything but give me a trinket. Oh, we're going out, so that's not gonna work. A trinket's just worthless. I guess that item 2 would have been worthless as well. I'm gonna grab this. Now, you might be wondering, well, why couldn't you grab that? Because that was gonna give you more of a charge for your buck. More bang for your buck. True. But charge rate's a little slow. And also, purchases will be cheap across the board, including Devil Deal stuff too, because that's how they rework things in Repentance. Is that instead of paying for your hearts, you're paying for Z money for Devil Deals. And what better way of getting some Devil Deal opportunities than getting 50% off? This ad is sponsored by NordVPN. No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna curse you with that. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I was like looking into like, I remember seeing videos about it. People talking about, it's essentially a scam for a lot of these. Well, I mean, Norden, not, technically not, but, Raid, yeah, absolutely. Microtransactions everywhere. I mean, and they're very scummy when it comes to their advertising shtick. Say these exact words and pretend that you actually had a great time. Cool. If I want to review a product for a sponsorship, I want to use it just long enough to be like, hey, this is actually not bad, and decide whether to do it or not. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, hey, look at that. I'm being sponsored by this product. This product. I totally was using this. Now, Norden, I don't care for Norden VPN because it's like, you know, there's a lot of privacy violating stuff that I just don't want to deal with them. Period. I've had a different VPN company before I decided to change it because of, well, you know, it got bought up by a type of government spying company that I don't need my information to be just passed around like some disease. So, yeah. I mean, it probably would have been fine with some of the privacy stuff. It's just it got bought out by a company. I don't want to risk it. So I got a different one, and this one actually is nicer. I think the app is a little wonky on the phone, but the speed is pretty good. Got some great privacy related stuff, protections and whatever. Not a sponsorship or anything, but yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it definitely helps to safeguard your information. So third-party companies or any kind of just companies in general that tries to collect it, try to, you know, use your IP address to, you know, make a database of you for advertising purposes. Spy on you. Well, and the ISPs too do that too, but like not as easily with a VPN. Or governments.
Shot speed down.
This video is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. Now, I never really used Dollar Shave Club, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I mean, it sounds reasonable. Affordable blades and stuff. I mean, sure. I mean, I used disposable blade stuff, you know, over the years. Until, like, last year where I decided to grow a beard. And so, I don't really use it so much. But hey, that's the one big, like, benefit. If you get, like, some cheap blades or something like that, good quality that lasts a fair amount of time, you know, that's probably worth it, the subscription. If that's what it holds true. Okay, let's see. Well, since it's all cheap, right? I guess we'll go get both of these. I should have took that coin with me from the last floor. A coin trinket. Oh wow, maybe we don't need it. We got a really good tears rate though. We gain a lot of our money back too from these poops. We'll come back for that key. Almost got me there, Sonny. Now, I was thinking about that daily the other day. I was There's like a Maggie one with like some curated run stuff. I think that's supposed to be like International Women's Day. I think. Even though it was early. I'm assuming it was early. I don't know. It was early or whatever. When I heard about International Women's Day, it's like, well, that's weird. I never heard of it. Has that always been a thing? I feel like it hasn't. In my lifetime, that is. Somewhere I heard it's like International Women's Month. Another thing I heard is like International Women's Day. I'm like, okay, which is it then? International Women's Month. Now that's definitely not been a thing that I like growing up. If this is a new thing. Got it here. Yeah. One benefit about holidays when you're in school is like you get days off. That's cool. You get off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I mean, I guess depending where you're from, right? If you're not from the U.S., you probably don't have that. Then also, like, what else? Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, Easter. I guess certain President's Day, I think, maybe. Labor Day. It's been such a long time ago that I can't remember all these days off for these different whatevers. Oh, hello. Another hermit card, huh? Double Dingle. I forgot the reverse magic does. I think that pushes them away, right? Yeah. Except the shots don't push them away, of course. I still don't want to test the waters of them trying to come at me. You ever had a poop whistle at you? Well, this poop evidently wants to whistle at me pretty hard. Well, flirting poop. Bone hearts, they don't work. Why'd I even pick that up for? Now I realize. Oh, flies? Yeah. Oh yeah, with flies, yes. Those temporary disposable things. Okay. I was watching earlier too. A movie I hadn't seen in a while. The Running Man. That was such a weird one. I totally forgot it took place in 2017. Which was made in 87, so it was like 30 years. The year 2017. Showing off deep fakes of videos and stuff like that of crimes that were supposedly committed by people. Oh, baby! Look at this. We got the Sci-Fly. We got the flyest of flies. He's pretty fly for a Sci-Fly guy. We probably won't have too many problems on those daily today. Unless we go to the boss rush and I fudge something up. Oh no, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Oh shit. We're just gonna let Sci-Fly. My speed is absolute ass, I'm afraid. Fuck you. May death come to you quickly. Just kidding. There's no devil deal. I think we just go down. Try to, like, make some time to boss rush instead of the shot. With no key. Just getting some water. My throat's a little dry after eating hamburger with a bunch of Himalayan pink salt we put on it. Oh, how exotic. Not as exotic as if I were to have wasabi or something. That's way above my, you know, cost of eating. I've actually had wasabi hamburger before, last year at the New York and stuff, and wasn't bad. I never had wasabi hamburger. I think that's what you call it. Basically, they're just like cows that are massaged and imported from Japan, I think it was, or something like that. Wasn't bad. Oh, 1 second here. Okay, and I am back. I had to take a phone call. So what was I saying earlier? I forgot. Excuse me. I was gonna drink a little bit of a soda earlier, and I decided, you know, that's just too much sugar, so I dumped like most of the can. It's like, I don't need all this. What am I thinking? I was kind of craving it for some reason. Don't know why. Probably because I see in the fridge and I was trying to tempt myself with it. No more. No more. No, not that. I'm not taking that. You know what? I'm glad I took that brimstone thing. Oh, we got a wild card, huh? Wild thing. Yoink. Goodbye. Sayonara. We got some time to get the boss rush, I think. But barely any time. Just barely amount of time to get there. Brimstone helps. I'm not powerful enough to deal with this as fast as I want it here. It's all slow. There we go. Tears up, that does help. I'll get a piece of that kidney. It's a stomach, actually. Can be in consumption. Whatever. It's consuming. It's getting into your stomach. Well, also it gets in your kidneys, too. Gets into all your major organs. Okay, we got less than 3 minutes to get there, so better hightail it then. Really? There we go. I'm about to say is like, don't waste my time with these guys. Even if we get the boss rush, like... Oh, that's the wrong way anyways. Fuck. Lost like 30 seconds. More than 30 seconds. Even if I get the boss rush in time, it's like, well, what I'm gonna do with the low damage? Panic! And these freaking worm things, too, are so annoying. You gotta wait for them to come out of the ground just to kill them. Excuse, like, again? Really? Okay. I need to get the boss rush, not like, let's go to the dead ends. Sir. Continuum, you know, that's not bad. Doesn't help with the damage stuff. Partner. Does help with range. Okay, we did find the boss room, so color me impressed. 2 of clubs. Fuck it, let's just go. Skip the shop again. So I don't just, like, lose out on time. To miss out those sweet extra points. Yep. No, maybe it's a good call I came in here, because, yeah, it took about over 30 seconds to get through that. Plus, whatever time we need to get in here. Ah, shit. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna help me, but small chance it will. What you got for me? 2 pennies. Like, this doesn't even work for me. So much for that. We got champions too. Okay. Well, you know. Okay. What if I get hit again? And then do I get... No, I do not get Whore of Babylon. And 1, like, heart. That's always cool. Hello? Am I supposed to get, like, Whore of Babylon with 1 coin heart? I'm supposed to, don't I? Like, you can't get anything less than a coin heart, otherwise you die. Unless you, like... There's, like, a very specific thing you could do to get, like, a half a coin heart. Very specific thing. I forgot what it is, but that's such a niche, like, rare thing to proc. Like, it's basically just pointless for even me to be talking about it. Essentially. What is that exact thing? I can't remember. That's how niche this thing is. Such an obscurity. It's just as obscure as people who've claimed to drink some 1980s something drink of, like, Mountain Dew Red from Penn State at this booth. Just as obscure as that, probably, as I would rate it. And yes, there is such a thing, because I watched the the YouTube video talking about the obscure flavors of Mountain Dew, the rarest ones and the most common ones to this day, the different promotional flavors and whatever. And right in the bottom of the list, it's like some red flavor, might be a cherry flavor of Mountain Dew or something like that. From 1980s, from Penn State. Supposedly it existed at the time. Like, I don't know what the evidence is with that, or what the claim is with proving of its existence for something obscure as that. I think the only evidence they have is like a first-hand report at the time, or like many years afterwards there was a report that was done. I don't know, but it's such an obscure thing. All right, we got Champion Monstro. This guy, he's the worst of them all. Did I hear a gulp? What was that gulp? Was that Monstro doing that? Gulping something? I didn't gulp anything. Here we go. Well, that's saying if the flavor does exist. It did exist at the time, like how do you even remember that? Oh yeah, I remember when at the Penn State in the 1980s, and I saw this booth, and it's like, oh, it got some great Mountain Dew products. Probably Mountain Dew is just not as heard of as what it is anymore, or what it is now. All right, we got all kinds of fuck right now. Like, not even kidding. Freaking Bloat, Champion Bloat, and the other guy. Not the worry, not the war. We got this. It's a lot of nasty champions, nasty combo of enemies coming at us once, like fucking angel statue, butthole, and his little companion. Fuck. My speed is just atrocious. All right, just smack me some more. I love the pain. And don't worry, this video's not sponsored by Mountain Dew. Why you have to say there's no sponsorship for this and that? Each product you're talking about. I don't know. Just for giggles. Imagine if you were somehow able to get like a can or whatever the container they had at the time for Mountain Dew to like yeah, Penn State, just like have it somewhere on hand. I got the rare flavor, red Mountain Dew flavor from 1980 something. I mean, there's people that sell it to other like viewers on YouTube and crack it open for either looking at it or chugging it down. There are buyers out there and collectors. Haunt. You haunt my dreams. You still alive? I'm actually surprised I made through there. At a reasonable time. Well, kind of a reasonable time. Still, I mean, 5 minutes. About 6 minutes, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's not terrible. He got freaking blasted there. Imagine being like someone who like drank that like drink. Be like, oh yeah, I remember drinking that. What was it like? Oh, I can't remember entirely, but I remember it was this flavor. And that was like the only thing you've done in your life that was important is drinking this extremely obscure Mountain Dew drink. Like if that's like, besides going to the school there, like university there, it's like the drink was like a different kind of highlight. It reminded me of a story, reminds me of a story, by the way. There was someone who passed away from a hometown of mine, and I didn't personally know him, but there were people who were like, you know, typically when you're talking about like remembering somebody, you talk about all these different memories you have with them that was really positive, very significant things, what kind of things they'd done for you, whatever. But this was kind of different for my hometown. It was like, this person, because of like the people that supposedly knew him were very, how do I even put it in words? The people that were praising him after they found out he passed away or something were very basic. Let's just say very basic and not really sympathetic so much with the accomplishments this person's made or any interest or whatever. It was the fact that like he likes Mountain Dew. That was pretty much the big stick of it. And so they put like a memorial site for him where he died at, and it's a bunch of strained up Mountain Dew cans. Like that was it. And like there wasn't anything like, you know, flowers, you know what I mean, or just something just really nice. It was just empty cans of Mountain Dew that people just randomly drank out of, dumped it, had sitting somewhere in the back of their place or whatever. And they just tied a bunch of strings and stuff together and made some kind of makeshift little memorial thing out of Mountain Dew cans. And the whole shtick with that was like, we got more poop enemies, by the way. Sorry. The whole shtick was like, he likes Mountain Dew. Same thing held true about another guy years before. Passed away in town. And again, people were just very simple-minded. It's like, oh, his favorite thing he liked to do is ask for a stick of gum. I mean, that's as minimalist as you can be with like trying to put some unique characteristic of a person is like something that's a common action that people typically ask, you know, in their lives. Asking for a stick of gum, drinking some Mountain Dew. I mean, I think part of it's like not only like just not having any kind of interest whatsoever to really get to know the guy a lot more and know more of his backstory before he passed away, but also it's like they just didn't want to put the effort into it, and possibly, or just didn't have that opportunity to be with the person much and kind of get that opportunity, so they just want to pull something out and be like, oh, the only thing I know about him is he liked Mountain Dew. Well, no. You asked the family like what kind of things he liked to do, you know, years ago or something. You know, some kind of a general theme at least that's like really good for him, you know, to honor him. But no, it's just nothing like that. It's just like, nope, Mountain Dew cans strained together. That's good enough. It's just sad. Oh, what is he known for? Wow, he likes drinking his Mountain Dew. Wow, anything else? No, I got nothing. Just really? But there, I mean, it was like a thing where it's like, you know, a couple people show up, or how many, like a dozen or two people show up to this thing. It's like, but they don't really like talk much about him, about like things, you know, other kind of things outside of his, you know, favorite beverage, you know what I mean, or something. Like just very minimum with that kind of stuff. It's just like, it's weird. It's kind of like you shop for like something for someone's birthday, and rather than like getting to know them long enough to where it's like, or like consider asking them about little things to try to probe them for questions to get to know what kind of things that they might like to have or something that kind of ties to themes of things that they would care for. It's like, fuck it, let's go out to the grocery store and get this mug because he likes mugs or something, because he drinks coffee. Well, I guess no, let's be a little bit more thought provoking, I guess, for that than the Mountain Dew example. But you know what I mean. It's like, give him a gift that's like, oh great, Mountain Dew, thanks. You know what I mean? Or like you give him a quarter, it's like, hey, I know you're broke, so here's a quarter. Merry Christmas or something. I don't know, just something just weird. Oh, baby, what we got here? Well, I mean, actually, you know what? Now all this is shit except for that Mod of the Void. Yeah. Essentially. So you know what? That's the rest of that shit. It would have been good for my other character, but this guy. We gotta try. Oh, baby. We try, we shall. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Oh. But you know what? It's not a bad thing. We got a way out, a possible way out if something does go south. But no, the whole, like, memorial thing, it's weird. In times of distress, you must remember that deep down this guy really loves his Mountain Dew. And that's about it. The only thing I knew about this guy, I mean, I don't personally know him, so I can't, you know, I can't be the one to be like, well, I know all the secrets and what he really likes and stuff like that, so I have a superior say in it. No, I don't personally know the guy, so I can't really say for certain really what he likes and dislikes, but I'd at least give him some respect about, like, finding out from the family or something, what sort of things he likes, and put some kind of actual memorial that's going to be honoring him instead of being like, let's get a bunch of Mountain Dew cans. Because he likes them Mountain Dews. Now, I used to drink Mountain Dew a lot back then. And once in a blue moon, I would have one for, like, new flavors that come out or something. So I'm not like the kind of person where I avoid it completely. But I don't drink as much soda as what I used to. But still, I'm just saying, like, there's better ways to set up a memorial. Flowers and stuff like that, you know, that's the basic, you know, thing. To set up, like, cans of soda instead of flowers, I mean, it shows a number of things, right? You're only just considering that because, like, he likes Mountain Dew. I mean, there's nothing special of it. And also, you're cheapifying things because you're probably finding cans, or you're drinking cans of Mountain Dew, where you could just go and buy flowers instead and do something. I don't know, it's just... It's weird how people's minds work like that. Anyways, where are we going on this run? How is this run going? It's going weird. Weirdly okay. Tears up. Sure. MX our tears rate, so there's that. We got stars. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna give me... Oh, wait a minute. We can do it again, don't we? Well, that's not anything to write home about. Get baby, well, you can get flies if you get hurt. A chance to get flies if you get hurt. Isn't that amazing? I don't think I got rid of anything important, so... I mean, we should be able to win this run, no problem. I'm actually surprised that I made it through this. I thought I was gonna die at some point. Oh, that laser. That laser though. Imagine they, like, somebody finds somebody that has, like, a little bit left of that Mountain Dew. It's like, yeah, it's still in my cup. It's in my fridge in the garage or something, sitting there for over 30 years. Or ever how long. You go in there and it turns out it is the real stuff. But it's like, all moldy and everything. Like, I'm gonna taste test this. And they're going through the video too about as well, like about the Baja Blast and how that used to be a like an exclusive drink at Taco Bell. It's like, oh yeah, I remember the Taco Bell before I went gluten-free. Yeah. Fun fact though, with Taco Bell, the seasoning they put in the beef is like gluten. Like it's like flour or something. So in McDonald's French fries too, they put flour in there too. I am not taking chocolate milk though. Thank you very much, game. And they had like Baja Blast, and now they have like multiple flavors of Baja Blast now. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess good on them for making a bunch of just unique flavors, I'll say. They do it pretty well for the most part. Except they're, I mean, I guess they're pitch black or something. It tastes like grape with like, what's it, cold blue or something? 391st place, like that kind of flavor. I think it was cold blue or something like that, whiteout. It's like a mix of those two. That's the only thing I notice. I mean, it's not, I mean, I'm not going to drink a bunch of it. It's an okay flavor, but yeah. Anyways, that do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.